Wouldn't it be nice if the world were set up for the way your brain works? I went into education because it was the one system that I knew how to work in, but then I realized it was also the same system that was constantly burning me out. My first burnout crash was when I dropped out of college, and I'd sort of slid my way through high school, and then by the time I got to my sophomore year, I crashed so hard that I couldn't even really eat anything but pasta with butter. And in order to get up for my morning classes, I literally had to sleep in the health center because I couldn't get myself up. And so right before I dropped out, I got tested for learning disabilities, and no one had ever really heard of ADHD back then, and especially not in women. And so even though that's what I had, they gave me the test and told me, "Why did you even take this test? You got into the school, you must be doing fine." But I dropped out a couple months later. So obviously I wasn't doing fine. Right about that time, my dad gave me a book on ADHD, and everything started to make sense. I remember there was some quote about being a hunter in a farmer's world, and that really resonated with me, and it helped me to start making sense of the way my brain worked. I gathered up all of my paperwork from school, and I found someone who could make the diagnosis, and I gave him all my paperwork and then never followed up on an appointment. But knowing that that's probably what I had helped me to start finding the right answers to get through my undergraduate degree and then go on to get my master's and educational specialist degree and become a school psychologist. So I've been working as a school psychologist for over 20 years now and helping other people figure out how to use their brains in a more effective way as well. But I've also come to the point where I've realized that learning to be successful with your brain is different than learning how to be successful without burning out. And so I've been on a 20-year journey to find ways to do what works for me, but also to do it in a way that doesn't burn you out. If I were to start my neurodivergent burnout journey again, I would focus less on relying on urgency and self-control and focus more on supporting my own self-regulation through things like deliberate rest, working with my brain instead of against it, and connecting more with the things that bring me energy and reducing the things that drain me. So share in the comments if you found ways that work better for your brain.